Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders and the Bright Lights Big City, ready for the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will get the first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous...
Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
7, Utah 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Utah Utes offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Utes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. With the catch, it's Edwards. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better for... Oh, he's got some space! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Parker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll run play action. Lets it fly on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Across the 25. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Kansas State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
Utah, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more...
He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Unloads quickly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes! They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He'll keep it himself. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dampier. A little screen to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knocked him down for a loss.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Trying to beat him to the left. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
Tight end now in motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll go to the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Johnson looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Utes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets the back moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard from these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
4 wideouts set 2x2 on 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Flushed out of the pocket. Did the work himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
First down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, great energy in that building and a fun first half in this Idaho Potato Bowl. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Idaho Potato Bowl.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on 4th down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Catch in the middle. It's Parker. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Line getting set on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
And the Utes send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now on the option. The pitch. Makes a man miss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
On the option. He'll pitch it.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Bradley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bradley. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, that happened to the QB. Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Got a man. It's Bradley. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Johnson wants to throw it. Hauls it in. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. At the end of 3, and we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Slams ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Caught behind the line. It's Bentley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
On the ground, it's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And I'll tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown, Utah! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Johnson looking to throw. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It put so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll do it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Just over a minute to play. Will we get a finish, or are we headed to overtime?
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's locking. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Oakland. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
And he's coming out of the end zone. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.